Want to say thank you guys for all the support that you guys been offering on the channel. I made a playlist for the best flyweight of all time, so if you guys just go to my playlist section, y'all can go find all those episodes within that flyweight tournament we just got done doing. But regardless of that, we're back with another tournament here. This is going to be the best 135er tournament, okay? Now, when I say the best 135er, that means, like, for example, 135 is the bantamweight weight class. So when I say the best 135er, that means, like, the best bantamweight. So if y'all were confused, that's what that means. Also, there will be some pretty good matchups in this one. I mean, we got two legendary matchups right here. Jose Aldo versus Renan Barão. Then we got Frankie Edgar versus Uriah Faber. Both of these matchups, like all these guys right here, are legends in the sport. So why not throw them in there? Then we got Henry Cejudo going off against TJ Dillashaw. Now, I had some, I guess, reluctancies as far as putting TJ Dillashaw in the tournament because he won the flyweight tournament, and I guess he kind of qualifies for both flyweight and bantamweight because he competed at both of them, but whatever. And then we have probably one of the more storied rivalries within that 135 division. Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling versus Piotr No Mercy Yan. I don't know if these guys are ever going to square off against one another again, considering the fact that, Piotr Yan was talking about leaving the UFC, but I don't know, man. I don't know. He may or may not face Aljamain Sterling again, so we'll see what happens there. But we're going to start off on the right side of our bracket for this one. If you guys just want me to do one matchup per round or per video, we can do that. But the thing about that is they're going to be a lot of short videos because normally these matches go for like 15 minutes. So we'll see what happens. We got two people watching the video. What's up? Appreciate everybody stopping by. And on this right side, we got Cody Garbrandt versus Sean O'Malley. Now, these two guys have been, trying to get at each other's necks. If you guys go back to, like, one of the, like, earlier UFC events, I think it was, like, 275 or 276, 277, something like that. These guys were talking about they wanted to square up for future, for a future matchup, and they had to be separated, but those two guys don't like each other. Then you got Cheeto Vera versus Corey Sandhagen, another phenomenal matchup. Then we have My Creative Fighter versus Eddie Wineland. That should be a good one. And then we have Dominic Cruz versus Pedro Munoz. I'm sorry. So yeah, a lot of these are good matchups, but we're going to start on the right side of our bracket, and we're going to go on ahead and do Cody Garbrandt versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. I don't know why it's not letting... Oh, okay. I could just start the tournament, I guess. I forgot I had to click start tournament. I don't know why, but welcome back to another tournament, you guys. Sorry, it's pretty early in the morning. It's like 9:30 in the morning, so if I'm getting my names wrong, I'm sorry about that. Should be another good matchup here between these two. Like I said, these two guys, they don't they don't like each other. But if I had to pick somebody to win this fight, I'm going for Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's got to win this fight. He's got to win this fight. As far as who I think is going to win the tournament, I'm a little biased, but I got to say my fighter, man. I mean, he somehow, some way, he ended up losing the last tournament to, I forgot who we lost to.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses.
I forgot who it was we lost to, but we should not have lost in that tournament, like, at all. I feel like we had the, the striking and the kickboxing to go along with it. Now, for this tournament, we are making things a little differently here, or we're doing things a little differently. This is a combined rule set match, so grappling is involved, and the damage will still carry over. So, there you go. Should be a interesting tournament, man. I would have to say that the 135 division is probably one of my favorite divisions after the lightweight division. I just feel like there's so many guys in that 135 division that are just talented. You know what I'm saying?
That you are watching a future UFC champion. In his UFC debut, he knocked out Marcus.
Ready for UFC 5 to come out, man. I've heard people say, well, oh, they're not going to come out with a UFC 5. They're just going to add fighters to UFC 4. That's a bad move on EA's part, man. I mean, the UFC is doing very, very phenomenal right now. I don't see a reason of why, you know, they wouldn't go on ahead and make another game. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of UFC fans out there like myself and, you know, a lot of other content creators that love playing UFC. So, EA, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? Hurry up and make another game. Like, for real. So, 3-inch height advantage for Sean O'Malley. He also has a 7-inch reach advantage, so he's gonna be gliding in and out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, first fight of the tournament, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Cody No Love Garbrandt. Little background on both of these fighters. You know, Cody Garbrandt was or is a former UFC bantamweight champion. He held the belt, I think, for like a couple of months or something, or maybe even a year, maybe, before TJ Dillashaw came along and took it from him. You know, obviously, you know, Cody No Love Garbrandt, him and TJ Dillashaw, they were once, you know, training partners. I think at what was that, Team Alpha Male, I think, and then TJ Dillashaw left to go train with Dwayne Ludwig, I think, and that didn't sit right with Garbrandt, so they ended up fighting, and you know, my boy TJ Dillashaw got the best of him and took the belt from him, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? As far as Sean O'Malley goes, you know, UFC upstart. I mean, the guy has been phenomenal. You know, he suffered a loss to I think Cheeto Vera was one of the guys who beat him. Just recently, he had that no contest due to eye pokes with I think that was Pedro Munoz. And he also just beat Piotr Jan in a title eliminator, I guess you could say it was. But we'll see what happens with that 135 division, man. It's looking really interesting right now. There are a lot of good fighters in that 135 division. Like I said, Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan's still there. You know, you got Pedro Munoz, Cheeto Vera. You know, you got Corey Sandhagen up and coming. You know, probably the greatest bantamweight of all time in, you know, Dominic Cruz. He's still in that division as well. So, obviously, Aljamain remains ahead of the pack, but we'll see what happens, man. Aljamain has shown people that he can be a good champion, so we'll see what happens with that 135 division. But so far in the fight, Cody No Love is stunned. We'll see what Sean O'Malley does. But like I said, the damage does carry over, similar to the last tournament. So the damage you sustained in your first fight, both of them have rocked each other early on. And I believe Cody Garbrandt took Sean O'Malley down to the ground. I believe the better wrestler between the two is Cody Garbrandt, but as far as like kickboxing and striking, I would have to give the edge to Sean O'Malley. I could be wrong about that. Y'all let me know down there in the comment section below. But so far so good, man. We'll see what happens within this first matchup of the tournament. Like I said, if I had to pick somebody to sweep through this tournament, like, successfully, it would have to be my fighter. It would have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my fighter probably has the best stats out of everyone here. My guy, you know, was a bantamweight champion himself. I mean, obviously there are a lot of bantamweight champions in this tournament. I mean, Cody Garbrandt, Aljamain Sterling, Jose Aldo. I believe he was a bantamweight champion at one time, or that might have been featherweight. I'm tripping. TJ Dillashaw held the belt. Oh my God, beautiful spinning heel kick by Sean O'Malley there. But so far so good, man. These guys are, you know, putting on a show here. You know, doing a good job of conserving their energy. Sean O'Malley throwing all that spinning stuff that he's known for. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll probably do just one fight per video, so that way the series can span longer. If that's something you guys would want to see me do. Just because, you know, like within 4 videos the series is over already. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 16-man bracket, so there could be a lot of content made, you know, per tournament. So let me know if that's something you guys would want to see me do. But I definitely appreciate all the support you guys have been offering on the channel. Really does mean a lot. Our boy Cody Garbrandt gonna get another takedown. That's 2 takedowns he's already gotten against Sean O'Malley in this one. And wrestling can play a big part in this tournament. I mean, we got a lot of good wrestlers. I mean, but I would have to say that the bantamweight division is known for strikers and kickboxers. I mean, when you just look at Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling, well, Aljamain Sterling, he's known for his wrestling, but I mean, he's also a very good kickboxer. I mean, Corey Sandhagen, another phenomenal kickboxer and striker. So we'll see what happens here.
Bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now.
Some beautiful beautiful groundwork by Cody Garbrandt. Throwing strikes from the top. Sean O'Malley's going to get his back in that seated position, but the round will come to an end. So far, I don't know who's going to win this one, man. I mean, you know, this one's already a war to start off with. Or I don't know, we might do 2 matchups per video, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sean O'Malley trying to throw another jumping knee. Gonna throw a hook to the body. But like I said, man, both of these guys, they really don't like each other. I mean, I just don't understand why Cody Garbrandt decided to move to flyweight. That was probably the worst thing he could have done. Considering the fact that that flyweight division has a lot of smaller, stockier guys that can really hit. And Cody Garbrandt, I mean, he's a taller, you know, more slinkier striker. You know what I'm saying? As Sugar Sean O'Malley gets him rocked, we'll see what Sean O'Malley does here. He's got to close this out, man. He's already, oh my God. Uh-oh. Will Sean O'Malley get finished here? Oh, man, that was close. I believe one more big shot and Sean O'Malley is out of here, bro. Wow, what an interesting turn of events. I mean, I don't know, man. Both guys have been on the ground. Both have been in positions of control. But really, it goes down to who lands the most damage, I want to say. And I believe, you know, Cody Garbrandt has landed the more damage here. But we'll see what happens. Weirder, like I said, weirder things have happened, and you know, we'll see if Sugar Sean can respond, and he's going to transition into that mount. Going to let each other up. We'll see what happens. Like I said, one more big strike to the head, and Sean O'Malley is gone, bro. Beautiful left roundhouse kick there. Left leg roundhouse kick by Sean O'Malley. But like I said, man, I absolutely love the bantamweight division. As many of you guys know, I mean, in real life, I would probably compete in the bantamweight division, you know, if I could. But then again, I'm probably hovering around that 125 to 135 range. And if Sean O'Malley doesn't make something happen here, he's oh my God, Sean O'Malley, bro, you got to close it out. You got to close it out. Come on, man. Come on. This is actually a close fight because both fighters have been knocking each other down. Both have been doing substantial amount of damage. But it looks like, I don't know. It looks like Sean O'Malley's not going to move on, man. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens here. But it looks like Sean O'Malley, I don't know, man. I would have to say Cody Garbrandt probably won this fight. Just from the amount of damage he was doing to Sean O'Malley, I would have to say Cody Garbrandt is going to be our first fighter that moves on.
All three judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Cody.
Yep. I mean, you do more damage in the fights, and you know you're gonna move on. So yeah, we're gonna do another matchup just so that way we can set up our semifinal. You know, our first semifinal matchup, and this one's gonna be Chito Vera versus Corey Sandhagen. This one is gonna have some fireworks in it for sure. I mean, Corey Sandhagen, the guy has been known for putting people to sleep, and Chito Vera is pretty much the only one who has beat Sean O'Malley. So there you go. But so far, I mean, interesting turn of events. I would have thought Sean O'Malley would have won that last fight against Cody Garbrandt, but like I said, crazier things have happened. Now we have Corey Sandhagen versus Chito Vera. Gonna be another very good fight here. Corey Sandhagen, big long-range striker as well as kickboxer, like I said before. Uh-oh. Looks like he's going for a triangle. But Corey Sandhagen's going to escape. He's fine. Both fighters have too much stamina right now, so I don't know why Chito Vera would go for a submission that early in the round, but hey, you know. Gonna move into that closed guard. Gonna go back. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Chito Vera's gonna get his back. Gonna get out of that. Gonna transition. Very nice, very nice. Gonna move to that closed guard again. I don't know. I didn't anticipate this being a wrestling-oriented matchup as Corey Sandhagen moves to side control, but he's not going to stay there for long. But I didn't really anticipate this from being a wrestling matchup or a grappling matchup per se. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here, man. I mean, like I said, weirder things have happened. Gonna get that full mount position.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Trying to get those hooks in, Chito Vera. Gonna move to side controls. Looks like he's going for an arm bar, but it's not gonna happen. The CPU is on pro difficulty, just so that way, you know, we're not having submission after submission after submission, you know what I'm saying? I actually want these guys to fight it out, you know what I'm saying?
1 minute to go.
I actually want to give these guys, you know, the chance to, you know, box it out, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we have, you know, some pretty interesting finishes here. But we'll see what happens, man. I believe the bantamweight division is the more electrifying division versus flyweight. I would probably say men's flyweight is the least interesting division. That's no disrespect to guys like Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno and all those guys. No disrespect to them, but, you know, the flyweight division was actually almost extinguished, but Dana White decided to keep it around, and actually glad he did, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had guys like Henry Cejudo and, you know, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, which, another great flyweight. He's probably the greatest flyweight of all time. Best bantamweight of all time, I would probably have to say Dominic Cruz. I would have to say Dominic Cruz is probably the greatest bantamweight of all time. I believe TJ Dillashaw said he was the greatest bantamweight of all time, which he's probably in second place. Probably in second place. As far as greatest featherweight of all time, man, I don't know. You got Volkanovski, who's absolutely reigning the division right now. I would probably say Volkanovski. Then I'd say Max Holloway. No disrespect to my boy Blessed. Very phenomenal flyweight. Going for a Kimura here, not going to happen. I think that's a Kimura. I could be wrong about that one.
Oh, really nice work to keep Busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob.
Kimura, armbar, you know. But like I said, that featherweight division is absolutely stacked as well. I mean, we got 3 people watching the video. What's up? Appreciate everybody stopping by. But like I said, I'd probably have to put Volkanovski in that greatest flyweight of all time. Then, you know, Max Holloway is a close second. Jose Aldo will probably be third. But then again, I don't know. Jose Aldo held the belt for a very long time as well. I don't know. I'm probably going to keep Max in second, maybe. We'll see how time goes. I mean, Jose Aldo just retired, but Chito Vera's going to get the back. He's going to flatten him out. Going to do some strikes here. I'm surprised he didn't go for like a rear naked choke there on the ground, but,
well, you know, he's comfortable fighting off his back.
You know, grappling takes up a lot of stamina, for sure.
Be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working off of his back here, looks like
gonna go to that closed guard.
Working inside the closed guard now.
Got his guard pass.
Doing a lot of transitions here early on, and another submission attempt by Chito Vera. I'm honestly surprised. You're going for this many submissions, and you know, this early of the fight, you know, you got to at least beat him up a little bit, Chito Vera. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, go in there and think you're going to submit Corey Sandhagen. It doesn't work like that, but like I said, weirder things have happened.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation,
Gonna move to side control. Gonna throw some strikes. I don't know. Not a lot of damage has been landed in this matchup here. Like I said, the fighter that does the most damage is the more likely fighter to move on. But just from control time alone, Chito Vera is definitely winning this fight. So it looks like we may be getting a Chito Vera versus Cody Garbrandt semifinal matchup round. This will be our last fight to close out this first video, so I hope you guys enjoy this bantamweight, or yeah, this bantamweight tournament as much as I am, dude, I'm ready to see my fighter go. From the last tournament we done where I came up short in that tournament, kind of sucks. You hate to see it. Throwing a lot of knees here. They just showed the total strikes at the bottom, but I couldn't really see it though. Both fighters in the clinch. Gonna do a beautiful hip toss, Chito Vera. But like I said, man, I mean, you know, Corey Sandhagen, he's got to make something happen here. If he wants to get out of this round, he's got to make something happen, and he's going for another submission. That's like the 5th submission attempt, but he hasn't really been able to get one. He hasn't even really been close. Beautiful, beautiful groundwork there by Corey Sandhagen. Gonna go to half side control. Gonna go to full mount here. Switch it back to that closed guard position. A lot of ground time between these two guys. Like I said, I didn't really expect it to go like this. But like I said, weirder things have happened. And it looks like Corey Sandhagen's going for a submission here, which is actually surprising considering the fact that he hasn't been going for submissions, and I'm honestly surprised, you know, Chito Vera was able to get out of that one pretty easily considering his stamina was lower. Gonna let him up. We'll see what happens here. Come on, Chito Vera, get up, dude. This is the one main reason why I didn't really want the wrestling in the game, or in the tournament, just because I already knew some of this was gonna happen. I mean, not to say that the grappling on the ground isn't interesting, or, you know, the Muay Thai exchanges aren't interesting, but it just sucks to see like 2 good strikers and 2 good kickboxers just trying to submit each other, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's going to get Corey Sandhagen's back, and that's going to be the end of the fight here. So far, nobody has been finished. Nobody has been submitted. Both of them have just been going to decisions. And it looks like Chito Vera is going to move on to face Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, Marlon Chito Vera is going to move on in our next round to face Cody No Love Garbrandt. That's going to actually be a pretty good fight. Hopefully we see a knockout between one of those two guys. But so far, both fights that we've seen in this tournament have gone to a decision. So in our next one, our creative fighter is going to take a stab at Eddie Wineland. And then we're going to have the greatest bantamweight of all time going off against Pedro Munoz. Y'all don't want to miss it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all did, y'all drop a like. Y'all subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on so that way you don't miss a video when I upload. And as always, you guys, y'all stay motivated, stay dedicated, always had that Mamba mentality, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace out.